This conference will now be recorded.
Plus minus that. So here you should do the tax of 30% equals rent into 30%. So the last is PAT or net profit. So your answer should be 51,800. So everyone got same answer?
Sir, PBT I got 84,000, sir.
How? How 84,000? It cannot be. Till EBT it is same?
Yes, sir.
Then minus PAT, no. EBT minus tax. 74,000 minus 22,200. That would be 51,800.
Sure, show sir EBIT. How much? I'll also see, sir.
So it is 90,000.
Yes, sir. I also got 90,000 EBIT.
Interest?
Interest.
Hmm.
While entering, I have entered 1 lakh, sir, in EBIT. So I am getting 10,000 difference. Now I got.
Okay. So
Thank you.
P&L 1, P&L 2, P&L 3 is your assignments. You do it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So once you're done, then you can send it in the WhatsApp group itself.
Okay, sir.
So now everyone got same answer?
Sir,
Huh. Yeah.
sir,
Tell me. Huh?
sir,
Yeah, tell me. Your voice is breaking.
Sir, show how to drag from revenue to gross profit to another problem, sir.
From where you want to drag equals, from which you want to click that sheet, that particular value. Select and press enter. That's it. Then drag.
Thank you, sir.
I told you no. First year you find out. Year one you find out. Then you increase the for the year two. So previous year data into 15%, add the previous year data. So you should find out the previous year one, then you need to find out the next year one. So your depreciation amount and interest they have already itself it's given. In the sense this amount should be matched for your whatever the answer you do here. It should match.
First year we should take initial sales that all, sir. Then next year we should increase.
Yes, correct.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Understood. So you all done this or you want to do still? Finish it
P&L,
off.
one will try, sir. One will try.
Okay. Everyone start doing this P&L part. Finish it off so we can go for balance sheet. So it's connected. For this income statement and balance sheet is connected. So do this. Finish it off.
Sir. So P&L 3, sir.
Hmm.
And we don't have any amounts of also just have
In P&L 3, what?
sir.
No, your voice is breaking. Mhm. So your voice is breaking. I
First
couldn't hear you properly. Huh?
year, we just have depreciation and interest.
Ah, depreciating they have given here itself. No, I couldn't hear you properly. You type in a chat box.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, sales and administration cost, sir. Should we
Uh,
take it on 25% of sales or selling and administration cost or on gross profit?
on gross profit, no, because they're telling for both selling and administration cost.
Sir, in that it is given selling and administration cost or 25% of revenue. So it is gross
Revenue
profit.
of the year. Correct. Revenue of the year in the sense it's a gross profit. Like the sales is also is our revenue only. Total gross profit and income. So here we need to find out the net profit.
Should we take it on revenue, sir?
Yeah, take it on the revenue.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes, Anaga. What difference?
Sir, in the P&L 2, sir.
Hmm.
2, sir.
Yeah. In the P&L 2. So here you will just do the calculation. This minus raw materials. This is sum of all the expenses. Here, this minus this. Here, this minus this. Here, this minus this. So here as well, this minus this. Here, this minus this. So 8 rupees is a loss.
This,
Huh. Yeah.
in the second column that
Huh.
is 3495 minus 1.
No, your voice is like breaking. I couldn't hear you properly.
Column.
Huh?
Like,
No, Anaga, your voice is not at all clear for me. It's like breaking. Are you just type in the chat box?
Sir, in first
No.
column, how did the tax come as 2? Because in ours, is current tax is 10. So 20 minus 10 is 10.
Uh, Tax, no. Here current tax is 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. Then what?
Yes, sir. How did the 2 come, I'm asking.
2 unit. PAT, no. Here they have given. So EBT. See, here tax is nothing but like EBT. If you minus EBIT, interest if you minus, you have PBT. Okay. This is nothing but the minus of this 2. 2 will not come. That's it. So this minus 10. That decimal and all you can leave off. The amount may be 169 point, some decimals might be there. The decimals is collapsed, so that's okay. It is in H column. See, it has a decimal there. So if you have a decimal, you decrease that decimal. So it will become, sorry, if you increase it, it will become 169. Or else what you can do is like here, you make it as general. So like all are in the decimal values, if you see here. So that decimal is as added here, that's it. Did you understand? So finished. Everyone? Everyone finished with all the income statements? Okay. So now we will talk about the balance sheet. So when it comes to the balance sheet, so which it refers to the financial statements to report the company assets and liabilities. So the term balance sheet refers to your finance and that report assets and liabilities. And shareholder equity at specific point in time. So when there is a term that which refers to the financial statement report of the company assets and liability and shareholders equity, it specifies the point in the time. So here we are going to balance the assets as well as the liabilities. Now when it comes to main mainly, so when it comes to balance sheet line item, we have assets, which is uses of funds, which is liability, plus shareholders. Source of funds. So now when it comes to the asset, which has fixed asset plus current asset, then which also have liabilities, which has current liabilities plus non-current liabilities. So when it is been considered this both, we can get the retained earnings from the income statement, or we can make it as a capital plus shareholders funds, that is current liabilities. So plus of plus fund. Now when it comes, for example, even we can make this the preference of the debts as well as the equity within the balance sheet. So here what we need to do is, like, we need to find out the exact state data, means we will, where it should be balanced with liabilities or assets. So later we also do the cash flow formulas. See, it is mainly based on transaction analysis to analysis to put it in an order to the financial statement. Example, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. Here, so when it comes to this profit, which we will take to the balance sheet as a retained earnings, total liabilities, sum of all liabilities, total asset, sum of all assets, total cash, sum of all cash value. So these are all the formulas of the balance sheet. So we do the sum of the cash value, asset and the liabilities. So we need to balance both liabilities and asset side. That is very much important here. Excuse Sorry. So this is the format of the balance sheet. So I have sent you the questions. So like when you continue the further thing, you will be having both cash flow, income statement, and the balance sheet. So all together we will be doing. So this is how you need to do. First only we will do the balance sheet. So now when it comes to the balance sheet, here we have two things which you need to balance. One is liability, the other one is asset. Now we will do. So one I will show and I will tell you the part of an assignment which you need to do by yourself. Now liability. So when it comes to the liability, what is a liability out of this chart? Now when the cash which I wanted to pay, see cash is an asset, land is an asset. So now account payable. Now account payable is nothing but what I pay to the my supplier or anyone. So now what is this? Account payable is my liability. So you should write account payable. So the amount is 50,000. So you can also copy the cell value, nor you can type by yourself. It's like it can be anything. So the next is building is an asset. Loans payable. So my loans payable is a liability. So that is 1,25,000. Now to the cash, sorry, for the asset side. My cash is an asset. Land is an asset. Then account payable is liability. Building is an asset. Loans payable is a liability. Now retained earnings. Retained earning is a liability, but it is a owner's equity. So you should give here. Retained earnings. The next is other assets. So the other assets, they itself has been represented. It's a asset, so it is asset. So owner's equity is also nothing but a liability which comes under owner's equity. So that is 1,20,000. The next inventory. So inventory is an asset. So which you have your closing the inventory or end inventory. It is an asset itself for you. Inventories 35,000. Equipment is inventory, the asset. Account receivable is the asset. So 40,000. So now total equity, sum of retained earnings and owner's equity. Total equity plus the owner's equity. So here you will have this two, sum of these two. So you can just add it, these plus owner's equity, that is 8,95,000. Now if it comes to the asset, sum of all the assets, so it is 8,50,000. So is my account of like total liability minus total asset is 0. See if it anything is not matching. So if I give 1,10,000, 10,000 is minus, means 10,000 it is minus, like sorry, 1,10,000 is minus because it's not matching. So total assets and the liability should match always. So remember that. So my total liability is 8,95,000. The same manner, my asset is also 8,95,000. This is how you need to do this balance sheet. Not only this, now you have the next question to answer. So now here it should be like 8,95,000 only, but you should change something. What you need to change? So whenever you are changing something, it should also reflect it. Okay. Now what is the question they are saying is, a company named ABC collects rupees 10,000 from its existing customer against the sales. So what happens here when the customer, means we had the account receivable. So account receivable is how much? It is 40,000. So it's nothing but like they are saying customer against the sales, in the sense you are receiving the amount of 10,000. So they are paying 10,000 to you. They are out of account receivable is 40,000. They are giving you 10,000. In the sense in receivable, it will be 30,000. Here minus 10,000 I should do. That means my account receivable will be 30,000. Cash will increase 10,000 plus 10,000. It should increase. So it should be 45,000. See, now if you observe, my liability side, it is 8,95,000. But when my asset comes, if I minus the account receivable of 10,000, it is showing me 8,85,000. So it's not matching. 10,000 is missing. Where it is missing? So as I told you, here cash is increasing because you have received the account receivable was 30,000, sorry 40,000, which you have received 10,000 of against the sales. So if the cash will increase, the account receivable will be minus. So here 45,000. So it should be both 8,95,000 and 8,95,000 asset. Now next, a company ABC purchased a new equipment for its factory worth of 30,000 on credit. So what I need to increase, what I need to minus. See, they are telling exactly it is your credit. It is a credit purchase. If your credit purchase of 30,000, it should increase it. It should increase it. So if you are increasing, your account payable should have that 30,000. So it should increase the 30,000 there. So my accounts payable plus 30,000. So plus 30,000 in the sense that 50 plus 30,000, I should change it into 80,000. But here it is 9,25,000, but in the assets it is 8,95,000. Still, it should match. Now, if you are doing the account pay, means if your account payable is 30,000, for what equipment? In the sense, your equipment value is increasing. So means that 2,50,000 is increasing for 30 more thousand. That means, sorry, plus. So that means it should be 2,80,000. So now it is matching total liability and total assets. You all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now same manner, do all these three first. And these are an assignments for you to do from the third case. So from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should be, this is the means here it should also change the value whenever you are doing. At the end you have the answer. So finally it should be, this is the format. 1,39,000 it should be showing. So 10,39,000. So change it, do what you need to do from the third case. So after this balance sheet 1, we will go for balance sheet 2, then balance sheet 3. So for balance sheet 3, we also have cash flow. So we will do cash flow as well. The depreciation, accumulated depreciation 1, 2, retained profits, net debts, and the final balance sheet. So the first you start doing this balance sheet 1. What is the doubt you have? Another? See, here what you need to do is like you need to balance your liability and the asset side. So when you are balancing, you need to give exactly what is your liabilities and what is your assets. So here account payable is your liability. Loan payable is your liability. Retained earnings and owner's equity is your liability. Give the value. Do the sum of liability and do the sum of owner's equity. Then add that liability, this 1,75,000 plus 7,20,000 should add. Then you need to do the asset. So asset side, again, what are all the assets from this given list? So cash, land, building, other assets, inventories, equipment, account receivable. These are all your assets. So here I am balancing into 8,95,000 of the assets and total liability 8,95,000. So now the next question you should read. So what is the question? A company named ABC collects rupees 10,000 from its existing customer against the sales. So if it is collecting the 10,000 against the customer, then it is your account receivable. So here you had the receivable is how much? 40,000. So that 40,000, out of 40,000, 10,000 your customer is giving you. So then the 10,000 should be minused from the 40,000. So where the 10,000 goes, still it is an asset where it is coming in the form of cash. So here that should be represented as a cash. So now here it is 8,95,000, the same that it has been there, it is 8,95,000, both assets and liability. It should match, it should be equal. Next, so company ABC purchasing a new equipment for its factory worth 30,000 on credit. So they are telling purchase. When it is being purchased from your supplier, it the amount which directly goes to the liabilities only. So but when it been credited, credit is nothing but payable. Still you are purchasing in the form of credit. So it's your account payable. That 50,000 should increase the 30,000. So it will be 80,000. So if your account payable is increasing 80,000, you are being getting the equipment. So your equipment value should also increase. That is 2,50,000 to 2,80,000. Manually you change it. So the next question again you do. Received order worth of 5,000 from its customer in the exchange of expert supervision service. So if you are doing this 5,000, where it should increase, where it should decrease. So that you need to understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mm. That is your assignment.
Sir, Sir,